John from theproductivegarden.com, and today I'm just going to start a bit of a series on a product that I did feature last year in one video. I did a giveaway, but it's a product called Seed to Feed, and it's basically a successive planting system using these blister packs that some people often have their medicines in when they take lots of medicines. But what they've done is they've taken seeds that can be planted at different times of the year and put them in a system where you can have a successive planting, basically planting every 2 weeks. It's got the dates on the back, and you can start this at any time of the year. Like I'm starting now in October, in the middle to late of my springtime. But you can start this at any time of the year. You can start it in, well, we've got 1st of June, June the 15th, which is like winter. July is the middle of winter for me. August, right through to, like, there's every 2 weeks, there's plantings that can happen other than, there was a gap somewhere, maybe there wasn't, I thought there was a gap somewhere. September, the beginning of spring. No, that's there. Okay, there's no gaps. Yeah, and there's also some other plants here that can be planted at different times. So they've got coriander, sunflower seeds, carrots, looks like silver beets, I would imagine. Yeah, so spinach, silver beet, tomatoes are in there as well. All sorts of things. So there's lots of different carrots. So there's different things, and there's also a series of 4 climbing beans. So they've got dwarf beans or bush beans, as some people might know them, but, and they've got climbing peas. So you can have peas climbing in in one part of the garden, and then have other more bush style or lower growing plants that don't need that support. So yeah, it's quite a good system. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start now. Now the date for me today is, just let me check, is the 23rd of October, but I'm going to start with the blister from the 15th of October, and then the next one after that will be the 1st of October. So they'll be a little bit closer together than normal, but that's not really going to matter here. This is made for a temperate climate. We're a bit of a cool climate here, so we're a little bit behind in our growing season, but that'll be fine. It'll still take off here. We're actually getting quite a warm spring, so I don't see any problem at all. Now I've prepared this bed. I've dug in some manure. I've mulched it. I've kept it fairly damp for a couple of weeks, so it should be nice and ready for planting. And what I'm going to do is, each time I plant a blister, it's going to be planted basically in sort of one part of the garden, sort of trying to space it out so I'm not going to crowd things too much, but trying to leave somewhere so I can cycle around the bed and have space that, like, once I get back around to the beginning, then those things are going to be finished. It's going to be time to pull them out, to renew them, and so when I get around to there, I'll be able to put some seeds in there. So this will be this seed to feed bed here. The only thing that will be here extra is I've got this ochre, which is basically like a yam potato thing, which is actually an oxalis, but they grow little pink wrinkly sort of yam type things that you can eat. So they'll be in this corner, so they'll take up a little bit of room, but that'll be fine. We can plant around them. Some taller growing things will be able to be planted amongst them, so there'll be some interplanting as well. Anyway, what we'll do now is we'll just clear this mulch away so we can plant some of these things, and we'll get them going. Rightio, so we'll clear this mulch away. You can see here, I mean, you clear the mulch away and there's so many worms in here just near the surface, just under the mulch. So that's a good sign that the soil is ready to go. Okay, so we'll bust open this one, make sure we get the right one. October 15th. We'll break it open and plant these out. Try and get them all. Alright, so, and I'll probably get them a bit, I'm not sure what they are. Yeah, they might be marigold. So we've got tiny little ones, little marigolds, coriander, silver beet, sunflowers, might be spring onions or something. So some of them get blown around. So what I'm going to do is, like these bigger ones, I'll plant them in sort of deliberately, so I space them out a bit. Pull this weed out so we can space these sunflowers out a bit, because they'll grow to a reasonable sort of size. And some of these others, I think there's some tomatoes in there as well, certainly carrots. We might just spread some of these other ones out a bit. I might just push this mulch back a bit more. We've got some more space to spread them out. And we might have to thin some of these out, but we can always let them grow to a baby stage where they can still be used. And so thin some of the weaker ones out at the baby stage and let the more healthy ones develop. So we'll just cover those sunflowers there, all covered. So you've got coriander and other things in there. Okay, and we'll just give it a bit of a water in without the mulch there, so the water goes directly into the soil. Now I've been watering this with worm tea and my mixture of seaweed emulsion and fish concentrate and molasses that I use, so there should be plenty of good stuff in there. Now I'll return the mulch. Some of it's packed together while it's been laying down, so I'll break it up a bit. Okay, now hopefully it's warm enough here that most of the things will break through the mulch. Maybe some things, I mean certainly the sunflowers, silver beet, coriander, those sorts of things should break through with no trouble at all. Maybe the carrots, and I think there might be spring onion in there as well by the looks of the seeds. Maybe some of those might have a little bit of trouble breaking through. And we'll spread that there. And give that area a good water in. And I mean, it might be possible even as we start planting that we can do a whole lot of interplanting among areas that have already been planted. So things don't have to be planted in beautiful lined up neat rows. They can be all interplanted, and often that works pretty well. I've interplanting and planting at sort of random spaces is something that I struggle with. I'm a bit of a planting in straight lines person, but when I have just let things go to seed themselves, self-seeding, volunteer, whatever people want to call it, I've actually noticed that they actually do very well. If you just put the seeds in amongst each other and just let those things grow that are going to grow, then they do quite well. Alright, so there you go, we've got our first lot in for the 15th of October. The next lot will go in on the 1st of November, which looks like probably some more silver beet, carrots, other sort of things, and certainly beans as well. And what I'll do now, I'll just get some of the peas in. So I do have a bit of a trellis support that I can put in here and plant the beans along that, so the peas along that, so they can get a bit of support. So rather than bore you through that, I'll just do that now, and next time we come back the pea trellis should be up. Perhaps a few of the peas will be breaking through the soil by then, and then so that's the 1st of October they were due to go in. The next lot don't go in till the 1st of April, so we may as well get those October ones in now. Anyway, yeah, so if you see these guys, seed to feed, unfortunately they are only available in Australia, which obviously is where I am, so people in Australia will certainly be able to find those if they Google seed to feed, and it's just seedtofeed.com.au. Great little product. And I have got another pack of these which I will be doing a giveaway. It'll be a Facebook based giveaway, so there won't necessarily be a video on it. Maybe just a video that I load up onto Facebook to announce the giveaway. But anyway, if you want to go to my Facebook page, that's facebook.com/theproductivegarden, and you can also go to these guys, Seed to Feed, facebook.com/seed to feed, or if you search for Seed to Feed on Facebook, you'll certainly find these guys. Yeah, if you're someone who struggles with knowing when to plant things, really easy way to do it. And most of the things here are things that can be reasonably easily just straight planted into the garden. Okay, so that's it for now. We'll come back on the 1st of November and we'll plant the next lot of seeds, and we'll see how this lot have gone, if any have come up. And yeah, as I do it every 2 weeks, as I plant some more seeds, we'll see exactly how this pans out. Okay, until then, happy productive gardening. Bye.